big game. He thought everything aligned perfectly. He liked what the defense was presenting, and he really liked what he was getting from his blockers.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And last time, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. On first down, they go back to Pacheco. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I'd keep going back to him.
A run by Pacheco on second down. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. That makes him now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on third down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Mahomes going to go on fourth down. Looking downfield for Kelsey. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Falcons are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Man, confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Second down and 4. Second down and a run by Robinson. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. And give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be third and about the length of the football. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. Well, they gave themselves options there on the third down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
First and 10, it's Patterson. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Now 2nd and 9. Ritter now looking to throw it this time. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Kyle Pitts, the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Ritter with it after the play fake. And this one is incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Now a man who did his collegiate punting just a couple hours from here in Clemson in South Carolina, Bradley Pinion to kick. Waiting on it will be Richie James. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
2nd down, McKinnon. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. Two minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. Here comes 3rd and about a foot. They'll look to pick it up with McKinnon. And boy, that hole closed quickly, and I don't think McKinnon got there. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Going for it with McKinnon. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They've been burned twice already on 4th down, but the 3rd time's the charm as they keep the drive moving.
So did you suspect the same thing that I did, that they were lining up just to draw them off sides here?
100%.
Well, how about that? They were going for it the entire time. Never a question in his mind about going ahead and getting it, despite where they were on the field.
Yeah, I don't know if you heard it in my voice when they snapped the ball. I was like, I almost wasn't ready to call the play. I just kept waiting for the timeout offensively. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. He finds his man, Sky Moore. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 41-yard line. A nice pickup of 17 yards.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. from the gun, they will run with McKinnon. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. They'll come up 2nd and 7. Mahomes now to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chiefs have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. Ritter on 1st and 10. This one complete to Scott Miller. And we're going to get a timeout. With 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Final play before the half. Here's Ritter. That one deep for London. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the Atlanta Falcons taking on the Baltimore Ravens. Here's the punter, Bradley Pinion, on to get us started. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line. Jackson looking to throw right away. Out to his left. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down. Well, you know, paramount for this defense is trying to keep Lamar Jackson somewhat contained when he tries to run. They did a pretty good job of it there.
And you know it's so difficult for every defense that has to prepare for Lamar Jackson? You have to think and play at the same time. And I know that sounds like something you're supposed to do, but when you have to think about your assignments against him, it often slows down your feet. You don't move as fast. You've got to be prepared for this guy every step of the way and then try and match his athleticism.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. The short throw caught by Andrews. And able to get this one across the 45 before it's brought down. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 47-yard line. They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
Steps away to his left. An off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Throwing is Jackson. Steps away. He's got his target. That's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. So the 4th down conversion has him inside the 40 now, 1st and 10. Jackson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Well, you got to think, Charles, that one's on the quarterback as everybody was up at the line of scrimmage. He just didn't call for the snap in time.
Yeah, I think he needs a little bit better awareness out there because you got to know when the clock's in single digits and either snap it or get a timeout called if you have one.
And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins.
And he gets it down to the 32. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
Jackson now. He'll buy some time right. And that's going to be incomplete.
And that might have been a situation where even though you don't hit on the deep throw, you at least put in the defender's minds early in the game that we're going to press the ball deep against your secondary. And that can have a ripple effect on how they function throughout.
And that's off the left upright, but it caroms right in. How about that? The kick is good. And the Ravens strike first at 3's him. So put 3 on the board. A little bit of a hook on the driver that time. Looked a little bit like you, Charles, over on the 8th at Windermere.
You know me too well, partner. Except that he got his to hit a tree and kick back into the fairway.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away.
And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25. Falcons 1st and 10 here as Ritter gets them ready.
At their 25-yard line. They'll start with a quick throw complete out to the right. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Ritter now. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
After the interception, here's Jackson sliding out of the pocket. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Bud Dupree coming in from that outside linebacker spot. He gets him down. It's a loss of 5.
They tried to go with a little play action there, but nobody on the defensive side bit.
Yeah, they adjusted in time and in a big way and ultimately got the sack. On offense, sometimes you're running play action just to set up a certain blocking technique. In this case, none of it worked.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Jackson.
That's for Bateman, and it's intercepted. And the Falcons are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. Three 0 after one on EA Sports.
Ravens 3, Falcons 0.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They trailed 3-0 after the INT last time led to a field goal, but now another fresh start here, 1st and 10. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. They'll come up on a 2nd and 7 from the 27. Back to throw, Ritter. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a 1st down for the Falcons.
And the Falcon 1st down.
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. A shotgun handoff to Patterson. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a 1st down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Atlanta.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the 1st down. A nice run right there.
And London, the motion man right. 1st down. Here's Ritter. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Patrick Queen got in there to stick him. He gets the sack. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Dave's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Looking to throw it here. Ritter. That's out wide here for Robinson. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 24-yard line. A 3rd down conversion with a strong gain of 14.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another 1st down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Ritter off the play fake. Touchdown Falcons! Kyle Pitts on the receiving end from Desmond Ritter. And the Falcons have taken the lead. Koo able to
connect on the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
No run back here for Duvernay. Touchback out to the 25.
Could be it. This could be the turning point.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
And that flag accepted.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Here's Jackson to throw.
Oh, his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Richie Grant.
Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
He fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down.
They suspected it was a power play.
The weather this time of year in the South, perfect. Fall football weather, and we've got the roof wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the Atlanta Falcons. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And they will elect to not bring this one out, as our first drive will begin at the 25. Here's a quick throw to start the drive complete. Room here to run. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Opening carry of the game for Cordell Patterson. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. The Falcons at a disappointing 1-4 as they start play. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
And that's something you have to get ready for defensively, because in today's NFL, teams will use their wide receivers on jet sweeps, end arounds. They'll move them back in the backfield and make them running backs. Partner, this was much more of a tap pass, but effective nonetheless. And I think both guys love it. If you're a quarterback, it's an easy completion. If you're a wide receiver, you get the easy reception and also a chance to try to make a play with your feet. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 4th down. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss. I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Now a first down throw, Cunningham. Man open, that's Byron Pringle complete. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 25 yards. Catch and run.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and then runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion.
The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. And he's going to try and do this himself. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Now Cunningham. Open man is the tight end, John Bates. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 34-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run because we envision them in offenses catch the ball. How much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Falcons are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety did it.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
Terrific running there to start the drive as that's going to go for 15 and a quick first down as well.
That's a very nice game there. A confidence-building run. Love the execution up front. And the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
Heineke going to move him around. On first down, going back to Patterson. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Second and 5. Now they'll audible to something else. On second down, a run with Patterson. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on third down. And London, the motion man right. Third and short yardage. Heineke. Blitz coming, and down he goes. There's Jamin Davis, the former Kentucky Wildcat, bringing the pressure that time. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Fights him off. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And the Commanders will take over with a first and 10.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. But not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense. Gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Running right, here's A-Chain. Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Third down, here's A-Chain. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a first down for Washington on a pickup of 11.
So that's what that elbow in my ribs was all about. You thought they were going to throw the ball as well.
Absolutely. I think everybody thought they were throwing the football, caught him off guard.
Yeah, I'm telling you, when you have the courage to make that type of a play call, a lot of times you actually get rewarded.
They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's second down now. No score after 1 on EA Sports. This is 2nd and 8. Cunningham. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Lorenzo Carter from the outside linebacker spot gets in there. It's a loss of 9. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Tressway on 4th down is sent out to punt. Cordero Patterson deep for Atlanta. Taken in at the 22. 43 yards on the punt. 7-yard return. And it will be Falcon football. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It was Deron Payne who got in there to make the play.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they can let a tackler through.
There he goes, right side. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. Heineke going to shift him around. Patterson running between the tackles. Down the left sideline. Touchdown, Falcons. Cordero Patterson, his first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Falcons post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. So after a scoreless first quarter, our first score of the game here in quarter number 2.
And it comes out a great run too, Brandon, because once he got past that first wave, how about how he kicked it into high gear, able to outrace defenders all the way to the end zone.
Point after here coming up. It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And Gibson decides against bringing it out. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? And turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn it into first downs and hopefully points.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. They give to A-Chain on the option. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Now Cunningham. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. A gain there of 30 big ones.
I'll tell you what, partner, let me go nostalgic here for a moment. You just don't see fullbacks use as weapons like we're seeing right now. Just think about 20 years ago. You had guys like Mike Allstott, Tom Rathman, Moose Johnston in Dallas. Now, it's almost something you never see. Throwing it to the fullback and letting him make a big play.
A-Chain on 1st and 10. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd and 5. A-Chain here. They stay on the ground. So their move is to decline that so they don't get another 2nd down. That'll be 3rd.
So that has to tell us that they're pretty confident in their 3rd down defense, right?
Absolutely.
Whether it's a sub package or nickel package, whatever they want to run out there, they feel like they can defend here on 3rd down.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. Third and 4. Cunningham to throw. And incomplete. They tried to drop it off, but he couldn't hold on.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. Here's Cunningham. And it's going to be batted down. And we'll go the other way with the football. Washington goes for it, but it does not pan out. And the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
2nd down and 8. Throwing. Heineke. Got a man. It's Patterson complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. gain of 7. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
Third and 2. Now Heineke changing the play. They'll run with Patterson. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. They'll look to set up his blockers. 43 yards on the punt, return of 4. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive. And they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Again, it's A-Chain. And it's not going to be enough here. A gain of 4, about 2 feet short of the marker, 4th down. They run for it. A-Chain. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
First down, Washington.
And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
Let's play like a team. Let's make a play here.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. A final shot before break. Cunningham. He's going to air one out. Oh, that is incomplete. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Just the one touchdown in that first half. 7-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. It's been a tight game to this point. What do they need to do, Charles, to break through in the second half and take the lead?
Well, I think the first thing they need to do is thank their defense for keeping them in this game. And, you know, I think the defense is saying back to them, why don't you guys focus on getting some first downs, put some drives together, give us a little bit of a break here. If we can get some rest, we'll play even better for you. And, oh, by the way, pay off a few of those drives with some points, too. This play is a thing of beauty when it works as designed because they let the running back slip out of the backfield and head down the sideline on a wheel route. Number one, it's easy for him to get lost. And number two, really tough for the linebacker to run with him. And this ball's right on the money and leads to a big play.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. A-Chain gets it from the gun. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
You get the sense of this, we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26. A play fake. Now Cunningham. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand. Put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Again, Patterson. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. 77 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Instead of a 3rd and 1 run, they go pass, and they get 12 yards out of it. Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, you hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Heineke going to move him around. Throw out right, taken in by Patterson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite
to the 35. 15 yards, first down, Atlanta.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
First and 10, it's Patterson.
Now, that was an excellent run, and when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. And when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Patterson, he'll try it up the middle. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. From the gun, Heineke. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Travis Landry, his first touchdown on the year. And the Falcons go up by 2 touchdowns. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Right now, they're on the wrong end of the scoreboard, and that won't change if this drive ends like the last one when they had that lost fumble. Now Cunningham has the ball knocked down. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. So they've got the football, and they'll start right on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. So that play, I mean, it was pretty well blown up from the start, and it results in a turnover.
Yeah, when you're running the option like that as a quarterback, you have so many different keys and reads to make that sometimes as you're making them, you're not protecting the ball the way you should, and it gets pop free.
Heineke now looking to throw on first down. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Landry now in motion right. On 2nd down, here's Heineke again. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
It certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Not liking the look. They'll change the play. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Montez Sweat, the man that time to fight in and drop him. 4th down, and the attention turns to Falcon kicker Younghoe Koo. This will be spotted at the 37, so it's a 47-yard attempt.
Koo knocks this one through the post, and that will extend their lead even further. So the fumble recovery helps set up an ideal field position, but they can muster only 3 points out of it.
Yeah, when you're able to force turnovers, especially when it results in field position like they had, you really want to make it hurt. Here, they take the field goal. That's definitely not what they were hoping for.
Koo just hit the field goal. Now he kicks off. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. They'll start by running the option to the right.
Pitching it out to Gibson.
And he'll be taken down at the 18. It'll be a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll also be the final play of this 3rd quarter. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Off play action, it's Cunningham. He's going to look deep down the field.
Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
That is every quarterback's worst nightmare. You had the perfect play call. The C's pointed perfectly. You had your guy wide open. He could have run for days, but he overshoots it. And that's one to think about for the next month.
And this will not get close to the 1st down marker as he's brought down at the 26. They'll try and run for it. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage.
The Commanders went for it, but they cannot pick up the 1st.
And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position.
In motion, Hollins. On 1st and 10, Heineke. That is incomplete.
The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28.
Jonathan Allen, the former 1st-round pick, getting in there to bring him down.
Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Commanders are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
It's been a tough go for them. It's still without any points here in the fourth quarter. And a big deficit, Charles. But they moved the football on some drives. They just haven't had any points.
Yeah, and I know in their minds they're thinking the game plan has actually been working. We just haven't scored points. Well, isn't that the bottom line, partner? To put points on the board? So if you're moving it and you're not scoring, is it really working? Right now, they've got nothing left to lose. They might as well go for broke.
Option handoff now to H.A. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. There to stop him on the defensive side, Lorenzo Carter.
Well, obviously, they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead, now, they're dealing with second and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now.
Right back to H.A. on second down.
And he's able to get up here to the 26.
84 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well executed there on second down, so do you go back to the air on third?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again because I definitely believe you'll do it a second down.
Now on third down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete. That'll leave him with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. They'll try and run for it. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. I got to tell you, I'm shocked. When I realized they were running the football at fourth in that distance, I thought that was a surefire throw.
I can hear it in your voice because I'm the exact same way. No one runs the football in this situation, right? You've got to throw it to have a chance unless you're them. Talk about supreme confidence bordering on arrogance, and they got it done, keeping the ball on the ground to pick up the first down.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning.
Now an option play on second down.
He pitches it, and running with power here.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
H.A. now up the middle.
Puts it on the carpet. It's out.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And his crew will take over with the football at the 35-yard line.
As I say, this game hasn't exactly been one for the books. I mean, we're into the fourth quarter here, and now this happens, another turnover. Not one that they're going to hold up and say, yeah, this has been a banner day.
Absolutely. Still sitting on 0.
Inside the 10.
Touchdown, Falcons. Cordell Patterson with a second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year.
And the Falcons look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead.
Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And Gibson decides against bringing it out.
And they will take a knee here. And they take a knee. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. And he's going to use his legs here. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. The decision made for him. They've got to go. It's 4th down. They're going for it with the option right. And the surge is going to be too much defensively. He's hit and taken down in the backfield. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
So they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field. So you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.